Hello, thank you for watching my channel today. My name's Sarah and my channel is called Your True Shelf. Today I am filming in a different place to normal, filming in my bedroom because the office where I normally film is in complete chaos because I've just bought some new bookshelves and I've swapped my wooden bookshelves for white ones, and so I'm in the process of dismantling the old ones, which are hopefully being collected tomorrow, and building the new ones. And I've had to take all the books off the shelves. There's literally like stacks and stacks of books everywhere, and it's a complete mess. There's no way I could film in there. Just been joined by my little cat. So today I'm filming my haul video for October. It's my birthday today, and I'm not including any books that I've got for my birthday because I'm hopefully going to go and buy some books as well because I've got a Waterstones voucher, and so I thought I'd do them either as a separate video or as part of November's haul. So yeah, I'll just kick off and show you what I got this month. So the first few, 2, 3, 4, the first 5 are library books, 2 of which I had ordered and 3 of which I just came across in the library and wanted to borrow. So the first one that I ordered is one that I saw lots of buzz about a few months ago, but I don't think I actually remember anyone wrapping it up. But I do, Anna James, I heard her say that this was her book of the year so far, so that's good. So this book is The Heavens by Sandra Newman. This is a book which splits between 2000 and 1593, and it's basically the character Kate has met a man at a party in the year 2000, and then she finds herself transported back to I assume previous life in 1593, and the decisions that she makes in that period of time affect the present in the year 2000. So that sounds really like my cup of tea, and I ordered this from the library ages ago and it's just come in. And the other one that I ordered, which I heard about from Simon of Savage Reads, and then I watched his interview with the author and really enjoyed it, and that is The Doll Factory by Elizabeth Macneal. So because they've got library jackets on, they're all a bit shiny. So this one sounds like a little bit kind of gothic and creepy, set in 1850 in London, and about an aspiring artist called Iris who meets Silas, and yeah, it sounds quite it's a love story. It sounds quite dark in places as well, and yeah, looking forward to reading that one. So they'll be read really quickly because I know I won't be able to renew them because I'll be on waiting lists for other people. And then the other 3 I just picked up on whim. So the first one I picked up is a book that I had Lauren from Lauren and the Books talk about the author, and so when I saw this one I picked it up, and that is one by Sarah Crossman. So this is a book about 2 conjoined twins, and it's written in verse, so like that. So I've never read a book written in verse before, so that'll be interesting. And the twins are called Grace and Tippy, and instead of being viewed as one person, they want to be viewed as the 2 separate entities that they are. And so that sounds interesting. That's the YA book. And then the next one is by a husband and wife duo, Giovanna and Tom Fletcher, and that's Eve of Man. So my friend Nicola has been telling me I have to read this for ages, and so when I saw it in the library I picked it up. And this is Eve is the last woman on earth, and she meets a man called Bram, but she wants to be free, but she's obviously under pressure being the last woman on earth on what she has to do. I'm pretty sure it's got a sequel now, pretty sure, I think, but I've read Giovanna Fletcher previously and I really like her as a person, so I'm looking forward to that. And then the last one that I read is Gender Games by Juno Dawson. So Juno Dawson, I'm sure we're all familiar with her. She's a trans woman and she's writing, this is a non-fiction book all about gender, which I'm sure will be both interesting and educational for me. And I'm always especially interested in issues of gender since having my own children and knowing noticing even more how many stereotypes and categorizations are forced on children at a young age, and that's really bothered me ever since I've had children, so I find this really interesting. So that's all the library books, and then I pre-ordered 2 books, which I never pre-order books really, because I just don't. I tend to just either find them or order from the library or whatever. But these are both kind of along the same theme. So the first one is this one by Adam Kay. So Adam Kay wrote This Is Gonna Hurt, and I absolutely loved it. I know most people absolutely loved it. And this was this is called Twas the Nightshift Before Christmas, and this is Christmas Stories from a Junior Doctor. It's only a little book. I'm sure I'll read it in a couple of sittings, and I'm sure it's gonna be just as funny. And as soon as I saw he was releasing something else, I had to get it. And then the second one, also by a doctor, is Breaking and Mending by Joanna Cannon. So Joanna Cannon is a doctor, but she's not practicing as a doctor anymore. And now she's obviously a very successful author. So anyone who leaves medicine, I'm really interested in their story, having toyed with the idea so many times myself. And this basically talks about her time as a junior doctor and I think she was a trainee in psychiatry, and about how she faced burnout and what happened next. So I'm really looking forward to reading that one. And again, it's a very slim book, so I'm sure it won't take me long to read. And the next ones are all charity shop hauls. The next one that I got is by an author who I read one book from and loved, and this is the first in a crime series, and this is Case Histories by Kate Atkinson. So I've heard lots of people talk about the Jackson Brodie series, and really enjoying it, and I don't like starting a series from anywhere apart from the first book. So when I found this one, then I was really excited to start this series. And just to say, if my Zoom is different, it's because I just got a message ping up on my phone, and for some reason the camera looks further back now. I don't know why. The next one is one that I've heard mixed reviews about, but I got lots of buzz when it came out probably a couple of years ago, and that is The Girls by Emma Cline, which is set in 1969 in the summer, and talks about teenage girls and what happens. Yeah, sorry, really vague. I'm not actually too sure what it's about, but I just heard, because I had lots of buzz, I wanted to pick that one up. Next one is one that probably everybody's already read apart from me, and I found this in mint condition. I couldn't quite believe I found it in a charity shop, so such a good find. And that is An American Marriage by Tayari Jones, which won the Women's Prize for Fiction last year. It's about Celestial and Voy, and Voy goes to prison for a crime that he didn't commit shortly after they're married, and it's about what happens to their relationship during his time in prison. And I'm really excited to read it. I absolutely love the front cover, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, so I had to get this one. The next one is an author that I discovered last year when I read A Monster Calls, which is by Patrick Ness, and I saw this and so I wanted to try another one of Patrick Ness's books. So this is called More Than This. This is about a boy who drowns and dies, and then he wakes up alive, and he's really confused as to whether he is actually still in his normal life or whether he has died and this is his afterlife. So that sounds really interesting. I think it's YA, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading that after I loved A Monster Calls so much. And then I've got 4 more. So the next one is one that I haven't read the author before. I haven't heard too much about this book. I've heard of the title. It's The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George, and this is one which is set on a book barge in Paris on the River Seine, and Jean Perdu runs the bookshop, and it says he's got a power to kind of sense what books would help his customers soothe their troubles, but he can't soothe his own troubles. And this is about his journey when he sets off to Provence to look into his past. So that sounds like quite cozy, and a book about books is always awesome. the next one is one that I wrote down on my wish list years ago because it was on Oprah's book club, and her choices are always good ones for me. And this one is called The 12 Tribes of Hattie by Ayana Mathis. This is set in the American South, and it says about a girl called Hattie. Her American dream is shattered time and again. She's trying to raise her family in a cramped small house, and basically it spans 6 decades and the lives of the unforgettable family, forming a portrait of 20th century America. So sounds good, and I know that she's a reliable source for good book recommendations. The last two, so one my lovely friend Nicola sent me in the post completely out of the blue. She'd read it and she really enjoyed it, and she sent me a copy, or her copy, to borrow, and that's 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. So Tuesdays with Morrie was one of my books of the year last year, which is by him. I tried listening to this on audio like a few years ago. My mum lent me the audio, and I didn't like it because I couldn't stand the narrator, and so that was the reason I had to DNF it. So I'm looking forward to actually reading it so that I can do it not in that voice, and hopefully get a lot out of it, because I really loved Tuesdays with Morrie. And I've also got another book of his which I haven't read yet. And then the last book that I found is Perfect Condition, and this is an author that I've had loads about on BookTube but I've never read, and this is one of her most famous books, and it's The Magic Toy Shop by Angela Carter. So this is some magical realism. So Melanie walks in the moonlight garden wearing her mother's wedding dress. Naked, she climbs the apple tree in the black of the moon. Disaster ensues, transporting Melanie from rural comfort to London to the magic toy shop. So lovely cover, and I'm looking forward to trying my first Angela Carter book. So that's all the books that I've hauled in the month of October. Let me know if you've read any of the books. Let me know what your thoughts are, and whether you enjoyed them. Hopefully you did. And I hope you're having a lovely week, and I will be back soon with my birthday haul. Take care, bye.